Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you everyone for joining us for Get Fit While You Sit with Destination Fitness. We're so glad you're all joining us this morning. And just a reminder that ElderWorks is here to support you if you need help with senior living coordination, advocacy, or if you just want to learn more about different topics, you can definitely join us for our education every week and exercise classes. Thanks to all of you who are participating and stepping out to fitness. It's been a lot of fun seeing all your exercises that you guys are doing and seeing all your lovely faces at our fitness classes every other Wednesday. We do have bingo size coming up in 2 weeks. It's kind of a combination of bingo and exercise. So that will be March 2nd at 3 p.m. If you're interested in joining us, you can register. And we have Mark Rantis here today with us. He is one of our sponsors of Stepping Out to Fitness. And I will go ahead and turn it over to him to just give you kind of a brief overview of what he does.
Thank you, Emily. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are getting all juiced to do your workout. My name is Mark Rantis. I am what's called a senior real estate and transition specialist with Keller Williams Success Realty. Cliff Note version, we had to move my dad from home into senior living many years ago without a clue. And I saw a need to help folks that are downsizing or making a transition from larger space to smaller space. So basically, I become the new Google. And I connect everybody and coordinate and help you through this process, step by step, inch by inch. So I dissolve the stress and help you maximize the equity you worked hard to get in your property. And I've been doing this since I've been licensed since 2008, and I've been doing, this has been my niche for over 12 years. So if anybody has questions about that or about the market, I'd be happy to help and provide you some information. Good?
Great. Yeah. If anybody has wants information from Mark or wants to reach out to him, just contact ElderWorks and we can get you in touch with him. So, yeah. And
I'd like to introduce Jill Lindberg, who's
Thank you,
going to
Mark.
lead you on the journey today, and have fun, everybody.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Jill Lindberg. I'm the owner of Destination Fitness. We provide in-home personal training and in-home post-rehab exercise. So we come in after your physical therapy is finished, but when you're not quite feeling ready to go back out into the world again, and we come in with our exercise specialists to help you get stronger and help you reach your goals. And we also work so very closely with Shirley Ryan Ability Lab, helping the clients that leave their wonderful hospital and physical therapy institutes, working with them to continue helping them gain strength in their home. And then we also just help everybody to get stronger and stay healthy. So want to thank Emily and ElderWorks and Mark and all the wonderful things that you do for so many seniors in the world. In just a few seconds here, you're going to meet Suzanne, our senior exercise specialist, who's going to lead you onto this wonderful Sit and Be Fit class. And also our client, Jane, who was such a good trooper to allow to be filmed to do this. You guys are going to have a great time. So just sit in your chair and follow Suzanne's lead and have a glass of water nearby. And we will be on hand when the class is finished. Suzanne will be here to answer any fitness or rehab exercise related questions. Okay, so have fun.
Hello, it's so nice of you to join us today. My name is Suzanne, and I'm a certified personal trainer. Senior fitness specialist, and hello, it's so nice of you to join us today. My name is Suzanne, and I'm a certified personal trainer, senior fitness specialist, and lifestyle coach for Destination Fitness. Join us today for a 30-minute workout that can be done in the comfort of your own home. All you will need is a chair, and a glass of water. Right, Jane?
That's right.
Okay. I'm here with my client Jane, who I just adore, and I would love to tell you a little bit about Jane, but I think she would be better at that. So Jane, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 80 years old and I feel exercise is important to keep myself active. Gardening has been a hobby of mine for many years, and I find it is also a good way to exercise. Exercise also makes me feel good, and I like to get out and do things like photograph nature and need to be in shape to tramp around in the woods and spot different mushrooms and flowers.
Oh, yes. And I know you like to make jelly. Tell me where you get that grape jelly.
I have an arbor here in the garden, and recently I was up picking the grapes off the top, and when I went to step off the step stool, I misstepped and landed in the flower bed and injured my shoulder. So today we will have to kind of work around my injured shoulder.
And that's right, that's right. So even though she has an injured shoulder, we're gonna kind of keep that out of the mix. But just like you might have something that keeps you from working out, don't let that be something that stops you. We can still work every other part of the body. We just kind of leave that alone for Jane today, okay? All right, so thank you, Jane. As we move through the workout, I will make some adjustments for any exercise that may be difficult due to range of motion or physical restriction. So we'll be doing that with you today too, okay? Every exercise we perform will help to improve balance, agility, strength, flexibility. Each one brings in a different element of that. So remember, if you don't use it, you lose it. And motion is lotion for the joints. So we have to keep moving. That's why we have arms, that's why we have legs. They're meant to be in motion. Before we start, first we need to talk about safety. If at any time you feel lightheaded or any discomfort, please stop immediately and rest. Please work out at your own pace and fitness level. Our first exercise is going to be, how do we sit in a chair properly? So one of the first things I explain is that we're going to, as you're sitting down, you want to push your hips back in towards the corner of the chair, then bring your shoulders back. Right, Jane? We sit very nice. Our chest is pointed up towards the ceiling and our shoulders are back. Perfect. We're ready to go, right? So our next exercise is going to be chin tucks. So we're going to make sure you're pushing your chin back as if you're pushing your head up against the wall. So you're just tucking your chin and pushing your head back in towards the wall. Okay, we're gonna do a few of those. Okay, now on the last one, let's hold that. Real tall, making sure those shoulders are back. Good. And release. Good. Our next one is a neck stretch. So we're going to get our neck, relax everything, and we're going to do some deep breaths in each stretch. So the first one we're going to do, and again, make sure those shoulders are back, chest is up. We're going to look down. Taking a good deep breath. And then come up. Now we're going to look to the left. Deep breath in and release. Now staying here, we're going to look down at our shoulder. Taking in a good deep breath. Come, bring your head back up and back to center. Great job. Right, we're going to turn to the right. Taking a deep breath. Jane and I are looking at the most beautiful tree that's just, the foliage on it is beautiful. Now we're gonna look down at our shoulders. Shoulder. And then back up. Back to center. And now let's not forget about looking up. Take a look up. And if you'd like, you can pull your jaw forward and get a nice deep stretch here in the neck. So you're gonna extend your jaw forward and release, and then slowly come back down. So now we're gonna repeat that exercise, but we're gonna add another element. So we're gonna reach underneath with our right arm, okay? And we're going to turn our left ear to our left shoulder, but holding on with the right. And we're gonna hold that. And now we're going to look up. Oh, it's such a nice deep stretch. Then release gently. And now we're going to do the left. Holding on with the left. Tilting our right ear towards your right shoulder. And now we look up. Very nice, very nice. Now we're gonna do some shoulder exercises. We're gonna begin with shoulder roll backs. So we're gonna take our shoulders and roll them back. That's our mascot, Roxy, Foxy, Roxy. Now let's add some shoulder shrugs. Hi, Foxy.
Do your stretches for us, Foxy.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna alternate those rollbacks. One shoulder, then the other. The other shoulder, right and left. Or it's easier sometimes to just say one or the other. Great. Let's add in some wrist circles. So we're gonna, for those of you who don't have any shoulder impingements or what have you, you can raise your arms up at this level and you're going to circle your wrist. Now Jane, she might want to keep hers down here. Okay, so we're circling the wrist. Now let's go the other way. While we're working on the wrist, let's do a little stretch. Taking one hand across the fingers and pulling back, yeah. And Jane, you can keep yours even down here, yes. Okay. Now you turn that hand upside down and you do that same stretch. There's so much going through that little wrist that we've got to just keep it strong and flexible. And release that hand. Now let's do the same thing with the other hand. Cross, fingers go across. Good, Jane. Jane's keeping it low. And now we flip it upside down. Our mascot is baking in the sun right there, enjoying that beautiful sunshine. Good. Relax. Good. Now we're going to begin with some side stretches. So sit up nice and straight, stomach tucked in, and we're going to just reach down and pull up. Reach down and pull up. Down, pull up. Jane, you can put your right arm anywhere you like, wherever it feels comfortable, but drop the left arm. Very good. Let's reach down and pull up. Now when you pull up, we're not pulling up the shoulder. What we're doing is we're pulling up with our center, okay? So we're working those obliques. We're getting a little stretch in as well. All right, how about a side twist? So your right arm goes over to your left and you reach back onto the chair and you look back. And again, if that is difficult for you, you go to wherever you feel is comfortable for a nice stretch. Good job. Let's reverse that. Now Jane, you just kind of drop that arm back and look back. You drop it down, yeah, keep it down. And come back to center. Great job. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, let's add in around the world. We're gonna warm up our center, wring out all those organs here, okay? So we're going to go forward, around. Yeah, we gotta do this in unison, don't we?
That's right.
We better not bump into each other. Around the world. Oh, I just went into Greece. Where did you go?
A warm place.
A warm place. Now let's go the other way. Oh, I'm like, oh, there we go. Normally we aren't sitting this close together, but for the sake of today and introducing you to these exercises, we're kind of close, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we're gonna do some sit-ups. How about that? We're gonna come up close to our seat. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna cross our arms over and we're gonna lean back. Now, if you feel that you're not strong enough to go all the way back, then don't go. You go where you feel comfortable. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job, Jane. Yeah. So let's take a little break here for a second and take a sip of water, okay? I can't stress the importance of water throughout the day. Thank you, Jane. And it's not a glass of wine. We have to make sure they know that, right? Cheers. It's so important that we drink water, right, Jane?
That's right.
Yes. As we get into our senior years, it is even more important. We've got to keep with the water, because especially in the cooler months where we feel a little cool, we want to go to coffee or tea, and that will not take the place of your water. You've got to drink water. It's very important. So let's go back to our abdominals and let's do some side punches, a little more oblique work here. So we're still sitting at the edge of our chair. Great job. All right, and now we're going to lean back a little, and now we're going to add a punch. Now Jane, you keep that punch. Now on the other side you can go high. Okay, great. Punch it, punch it. job. All right, let's sit up real tall again. And now we're gonna do elbow to knee. So you can bend both arms. Now the right arm, just be real careful, and you may not wanna move it too much, so just keep it low, okay? So we're gonna do elbow to knee. Looking good. All right, are you ready for marching? Here we
I
go.
think
Marching and pumping those arms. It's gonna really start heating up the body. Hey, Foxy.
You gonna help us, huh? She thinks I have a treat in my hand.
No, yeah. All right. Now we're gonna kick and punch. Oh, Foxy, we can't have you there. We don't want to hit you, but kick and punch, kick and punch. Good job. And if you need to keep it low, you keep it low. You do whatever you can do at your own pace, or bring it up high. All right, we're gonna kick while we go up and out. So Jane, you just put that arm down to the side and just do that one, okay? So up and out. So it'd be like that, up, there you go, and out. So I'm gonna use 2, and out, and out. So even I can mess it up, and out, up, and out.
I'm confusing you.
No, I confuse myself. All right, we're going to use some musical instruments in our minds. So we're going to do some drumming and running in place. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Making sure to breathe. Don't ever hold your breath. Breathing in and out. Woo! Here we go. And stop. Woo, that was good. You like that, Foxy? All right. Our next one, we're gonna make a muscle, okay? But you're only gonna do one with your left arm. So you're gonna make a muscle, and you're gonna touch your shoulder with your hand here. And then you're gonna go out and in, and out and in. Now we're gonna pump our feet at the same time. So I'm going to try not to get in your way. So we're gonna go out and in, but pump your feet up and down, up, kind of go on your toes. I know, you have quite the job, girl, because you are having to do this with just one arm. So you really have to think it through. Good, and relax. Okay, so are we ready for the next half?
We'll try.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So we are going to start with marching in place. So you can hold on to the side of the chair and swing the other arm and march in place if you'd like. Or you don't have to hold on to the chair. And those of you who are not feeling comfortable, you can always hold on to the back with both hands. So Jane and I are going to do it with what we feel comfortable. March. And if you want to add a little more challenge, you would raise those legs up high and really do a march. Very good. And you can also do that while holding on, because there is a little time lapse there where you're only balancing on one foot, so you may need to hold on to the chair. Okay, now we're going to switch it over to lateral leg lift. So you want to face the chair, and we're going to go on, yeah, out to the side. Flex that foot, so kind of like knit toes to your nose kind of thing. Keep it flexed, straight out. Let's switch over to a medial leg lift. Let's face this way, Jane. And we're gonna kick that leg out. Out in front, yeah. Keeping straight, so you just go a little ways, because we don't wanna be bending over. Just keep it nice, straight. Boy, do you think the camera hears all our joints cracking and popping?
Probably
I don't
hears
know.
mine.
I don't know, mine are pretty loud. Now let's go to hip extension. So we're just going to squeeze the glutes as we lift our legs back. Yes, squeeze, squeeze. Keeping a nice straight posture. Very good, Jane. Foxy, what do you think? Are we doing good?
I don't see treats.
All right. Now, Jane, do you remember donkey kicks? Now that way we're gonna face this way. The only problem, you're gonna kick your piano. So what donkey kicks are is you go out, out, out. Woo, Foxy! Oh, you're doing it. Very good.
I'm on the wrong way, but-
No, I'm looking at you, but you want to make sure that your hips are square. So you're just bending over slightly and kicking, and then the other side. Yeah.
I'm doing it backwards.
Okay. You're doing great. Now let's do some toe heel. So we will go onto our toes, onto our heels. Toe, heel. You can do one arm. Oh, we're getting really risky here. Or you can let go and just do toe heel, depending on, you know, how comfortable you feel. Always having a chair right there in case you need it. All right, we're gonna do some balance work here. We're gonna put one foot in front of the other. Yes, stand up real straight. Yep. And if you want, you can let go of the chair, but always stay hover if you need to, in case you need to grab it. Okay, now we're working on our balance. Okay, very good. Yeah, you can let go. See how those feet start to work? It's the whole body. Everything comes up and is trying to keep you in balance. And Jane, nice job. Okay, with that position now, I want you to twist. Twist a little. So, one of the things that I have found with my clients is when they're walking, Jane, you keep going, and someone says, hey, Suzanne, yeah, that's when sometimes we lose our balance. So working on things that are part of our day, and we just want to make sure that we're keeping our balance, our flexibility, our strength, everything working for us. All right, let's go to the other foot in front of the, whichever one you didn't, yes, very good. All right, so we're gonna hold balance here first. So, hey, Jane. So you twist to come and look and see me. Oh, see how there that little balance can throw us off. Yeah, so go twist to the right. If you want, you can twist to the left, yeah. Either way. And it's tricky having to do it without holding on. But I want you to be safe and hold on if you're not sure. Very good, good. All right, let's try some inline walking. So just a few steps because we can't go too far with the camera. So you're going to try to walk like you are on a balance beam, holding on to the chair, just a few steps. Yeah, you don't have to do your toe to your heel. You can make a bigger step if you'd like, but pretend you're on a balance beam. Yeah, forward again. Yeah, nice. And back. Wonderful. Good. Wonderful. All right, let's face the chair and walk back a little. Again, you're gonna be right up against your beautiful piano, but we're gonna do our version of downward dog, okay? So you push your hips back. There you go, Jane. She figured it out. And then you come up, looking up. Down. Look up. Up. Now let's take one step forward and bend that knee and stretch. Bring it back. Switch the other side. Coming up. Now hands to the side. Take a good deep breath. Release. Now, in honor of Jane here today, we're gonna do a one-arm reach up. Okay, here we go. Ready? Reach up. Breathe, 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 and come down. Now the second one, I'm gonna do both arms. Reach up and come down. Jane's dog Foxy and Jane and I, would like to thank you for joining us here today. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Destination Fitness, in-home exercise and rehab exercise has helped so many clients in the past 20 years. And we are here for you too. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Again, thanks for joining us. Right, Foxy?
Okay, that was great. Does anyone have any questions for Suzanne? She's here with us now.
Hello, everybody. Gosh, thank you for joining us.
You know what, can
today.
I just say this was absolutely great for older people. It was fabulous. I wish I would have had all these people that I helped from my church onto this. It was that great. Great, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, was anybody having any or confused about any of the exercises, or did you have any questions about any of the exercises?
No, it was great.
Oh, when I noticed some of you got up during some of the sit exercises, and that's great. And so you can modify anything. So if you're like we did with Jane with her shoulder, you know, even if you have lower back issues, you just don't want, for instance, in the sit-up, you wouldn't lean back as far. You would do a shorter little sit-up. Yeah, and I love to go further, but I know this is 30 minutes, but if we ever had an hour, we can get a lot more done on that chair, believe it or not, using some free weights or bands or any of that. Yeah. Any other questions? You guys all did really, really well. I was kind of doing it with you and I saw some of you doing it. What a great job. Yeah, I have a tendency, because I taught group classes, to constantly be encouraging people. So if I overdid that, I apologize. But you
I
guys
have
are.
one question for you. Is there a charge for all that, or do you bill the insurance company? I have a friend who is on disability and there's multiple problems and things like that, and she can't get help for stuff. So I was just wondering, is there a charge, or how does that all work, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to let Jill cover most of that, but we do work. That's a majority of what we do. We have people in that same situation, and Jill is fabulous at working with people on those. Because there is some, I'm going to let Jill, because she can explain that one a little better when it comes to insurance.
It depends if it's a disability that was brought on by a car accident or a workman's comp. If it's something like that where it's someone else's fault, many times we can work with a company that will pay for it.
No, this is nothing.
Yeah. We do have some of our trainers who will charge a little less for situations like that, especially if they live close to the client. But we really try our best to make it affordable for everybody.
Okay.
Because we want to help as many people as we can.
It would be nice.
Many times,
yeah, she has no extra money, so
Yeah.
that's the hard part, is the fact that everywhere she reached out, I have no idea. Every time I've reached out and given her information, she goes, "Oh, there's no help," or "They're not calling me back," or whatever.
Oh yeah, we'll always call back.
And so I get that. So I don't think she particularly wants to do things or wants
Right.
to learn or pursue or, all of that,
Well, many times too, what we can do is we can teach the family so that the family or whoever's with her can help her
Okay.
on the times that we're not. So there's lots of different ways around it to help people.
And Elder Works, I mean, if there's
Yeah.
ways that she can get on to some of these classes, and maybe if that's a demand that people need something even lighter than even what we did today, and I know we had talked about doing, even for those that want outdoor, we were talking about doing a gardening exercise class outdoors. So, and Jill can tell you a little bit more about that as well. Yeah.
We're here to help as many people as we can. Oh, there's a question.
Yes, please. This is my first time. Is this a recurring class? Do I have to register each time? What's the drill on getting to do this again?
So we have classes every other Wednesday through the end of March, and you do have to register separately for each one. So our next class is 2 weeks from now with White Crane Wellness Center, and they will be doing bingo size. So it's like a combination of playing bingo and doing exercises. So that should be a lot of fun.
That sounds fun.
Well, thank you for today.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
absolutely. You guys are wonderful. Have a wonderful day. Get outside. It's very warm. Put that hat on and coat and go walking, right?
That's right.
Well,
And
thank you very much.
if anybody wants to do exercises, this will be on YouTube and Facebook on the Elderworks page. So you can go back to it, rewatch it, redo it again and again. We do have a playlist of all the different exercise videos we've done. So you're welcome to go on there and go back and do exercises that you had fun doing with us. So.
And it will always be on, so we can do it every day.
Yeah, so it will be on YouTube. YouTube's probably the easiest way to get there. So you would just type in Elderworks, find us there, and just check out our exercise playlist and videos.
What is the website?
So you can go to youtube.com and then type
And
in
YouTube.
it's
Elderworks.
for everybody. So if I go over to somebody's house, I can
Yes.
put them on YouTube. Okay, because I'm
Yes, if
helping
you want
out
to show
some
your
people today.
friends. Sure.
So it's
Yeah.
youtube.com, then what?
Then there's a little search bar. You would type in Elderworks. And then that should pull up all our videos. You can watch previous presentations. There's an exercise playlist. If you find where it says playlist, you can find that there. We have probably about 12 videos now, so.
Well, thank you very
And
much.
you can, Jill at Destination Fitness, if you ever have any questions, you have a website.
Yeah, our website has a couple videos on it too.
Great. Any other questions from anyone?
It was just great. Elderworks is fabulous. Thank you, Emily,
Yeah.
and
We
all the
love
people.
Elderworks.
Great.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. That was great.
You're welcome. We're
Thanks.
happy you were all able to
Thank
join
you.
us.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you for
Thank you.
doing it.
Yeah, have a good day,
Sweethearts.
everyone.
Wait.